Hey, Josh Lappin from PartTimeDrummer.com, and today we're back with part 2 of our rudimental series, in which we're covering the 40 Percussive Art Society International Drum Rudiments. As I said, this is part 2 of the Flam studies, and if you want to go back and check out part 1, you can see that in a different video. I do suggest that you check that out if you're unfamiliar with the flams, because it goes over the basic intro of how to play a flam. But just in case you missed it, I do want to show you how to play a flam right here quickly, because it's going to be very essential to the next rudiments that we actually play. So a flam is simply a roll that is constructed of two sticking heights. If you're doing a right flam, once the right hand will start higher than the other one, the left hand will start somewhere lower. And what happens is that difference in sticking height is going to allow one stick, obviously this one, the left, to reach the drum quicker than the right, and you're going to have a slight delay in the sound, which makes kind of a thick double tap kind of sound, something like this. Okay, so right flam, the left flam would be the opposite of that. The left stick and height would start out higher than the right. And you have this situation where one reaches the drum faster than the other, and gives kind of that interesting sound there. So, like I said, if you're a beginner and everything, definitely check out that first part of the series to get some foundation or coordination there. All right, to continue along with our flam studies here, the next one we have in line would be the Flam Paradiddle Diddle. And as I said before in the previous video, the big key to the flam's rolls is getting the sticking patterns right. Once you have the sticking patterns down, everything else goes pretty smoothly. So I definitely suggest that you spend your time taking it slow and learning how to get these things right. So the Flam Paradiddle is Diddle is probably the most complicated out of this whole series, simply because it's a very long sticking pattern, and you actually have to do a triple tap on the right hand or the left hand, depending on which flam, which part of the flam roll you're getting ready to go into. So let me explain it in detail. You would first start with a right flam, followed by a left, right, right, left, left, and you would go into a left flam, followed by a right, left, left, right, right. And that's where you're getting that triple tap. It's when you're transitioning from one stick lead to the next. So right, left, right, right, left, 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 right, left, left, right, right. Alright, so one thing I wanted to mention too is in this video I'm playing exclusively with the match grip, so that drummers who are either not familiar with a traditional grip, which is like this, or who are unable to play like that for the time being, know that these rudiments are applicable for either grip style. So that was the Flam Paradiddle Diddle. So practice that one slow, get that sticking right, and then you'll be good to go. The next one is called the Pataflafla. I didn't make up the names of these things, somebody else did. But this one's pretty simple, and I kind of like this one a lot. You very simply go right flam, followed by a left, right, and then you end with a left flam. So it's a very straightforward roll. Right, left, right, left. It is, that's all it is. Right, left, right, left. And you just open and close with the flam. So right flam, left, right, left flam. Flam, left, right, left flam. That's it. All right, another one of my favorites here. The next one in line is the Swiss Army Triplet. As the name kind of gives you a hint to, it's going to involve a triplet, which is 3. So very simply on this one, you go right flam followed by a right left. You're doing a left hand lead, left flam, left, right. Alright, and I haven't said it explicitly in this video, but you definitely want to be able to lead with either the right or the left hand, so practice it both ways. In this case, it would be right flam, right left, left flam, left right. This is one of the rolls that I think you could really probably use in a traditional drum set as well for some really cool, interesting patterns. So the Swiss Army Triplet. The next one in line in our flam family here, we have the inverted Flam Tap. Now the inverted Flam Tap is similar to the regular Flam Tap, which we covered in the first video, but the difference in this one is you're actually alternating hands. The easiest way to explain this for just me to show you, you simply go right flam followed by a left tap, and then the reverse of that would be a left flam followed by a right tap. So again, the secret is in the sticking on these patterns. So right flam, left tap, left flam, right tap. Again, practice it very slowly at first and build it up. And then the final flam rudiment in the flam family of rudiments is going to be the flam drag, which is going to lead into the next series. But a drag is really, it's really 2 taps with either hand, and it's a little bit, I would say it's kind of a little bit quieter, a little bit more of a grace note, ghost note kind of thing. But this is kind of what it's going to sound like. For this rudiment, you're going to start with a right flam, followed by 2 very slightly lower in volume left taps, and followed by a right tap. Okay, so right flam, left, left, right. And then the left-hand version of that would be left flam, right, right, left. Said the secret's in the sticking. Again, the flam drag would be whichever hand you're starting with. In this case, the right, right, left, left, right, or the left, right, right, left. All right, so that was the Flam Rudiments. This is the Part 2 series. Again, I suggest that you go back and look at both videos so you can get the full coverage of all the Flam Rudiments. Again, my name is Josh Lappin, and I'm from parttimedrummer.com. If you have any additional questions about the Rudiments or any other questions you might have about drum set playing, please visit us at the website, and we can definitely help you out there.